Hello learners, BME 025 Condition Monitoring and Maintenance Management Scheduling Procedures presented by Dr. N. Venkateshwarlu, Associate Professor, School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, New Delhi. Scheduling procedure for breakdown maintenance. Breakdown maintenance resembles with the job production, therefore the scheduling of breakdown maintenance jobs is similar to those of jobs production with little changes. Basically, the production maintenance is the repair function of plant engineering. Thus, when various jobs for repair are received by a plant engineering department, they are sequenced, assigned and scheduled according to some predetermined rules. Again, the procedural steps differ slightly according to the system of maintenance, it is centralized or decentralized, followed in the organization. However, the common procedural steps are given below. All the repair jobs are collected at the beginning of the day. If any reports of the breakdown are received during the shift, they will be taken up after the present jobs are completed. However, if the breakdown is critical or the production is going to be stopped in absence of availability of the machine or equipment, the preferential treatment is given to those machines using preemptive rule of sequencing. So, here one can see the list of jobs are available, so it will be scheduled accordingly, but in between any important machine has failed and it has to be repaired, then one has to give importance to that machine. If you have not done the repair, the production loss will take place, then the total production chain will be stopped. So, because of that machine has to be repaired first. So, this is a preemptive rule of sequencing. The repair jobs are sorted out based on the importance of the machine in the production chain. If the non-availability of the machine leads to significant losses or stoppage of the production chain, they are kept on top order. A probable time to repair or restore its condition will be estimated. The repair jobs will then be sequenced according to the priority rules. Most commonly used rule is shortest processing time, particularly when the machines are of nearly same importance in the production chain. Perhaps the reason for using this rule is that the machine that takes lesser time to restore its condition can be handed over for production at the earliest, and thus its availability is increased. So, what the SPT rule says, the shortest processing time. If there are n number of machines available for the repair, then in that one has to, the plant engineer has to analyze which machine repair time it takes less, that will be scheduled first. So, that is known as a shortest processing time. This rule varies according to the production processes, production system, available resources with plant engineering department like manpower, spares and materials, tools, accessories, material handling equipment such as cranes, chains, pallet trucks, lifts, forklifts, etc. For instance, in intermittent production system, SPT and FIFO rules are preferred, while in continuous production system, preemptive and non-preemptive rules may be preferred. So, that depends upon the types of production system. In the intermittent production system, the shortest processing time method can be implemented, or first in first out rule can be implemented, but in continuous production system, preemptive or non-preemptive rules may be preferred. Then the availability of manpower for doing these jobs will be noted. Based on the efficiency, the probable time that each man will be able to complete the job is written against each job. The assignment of jobs will be made so as to minimize total time. The schedule chart will be then filled up mentioning the start timings and end timings and process timings. So, in the schedule chart there are three timings: starting time of a repair time, and then end time of a repair, and the total process timing, which will be noted down on the schedule chart. A report will be prepared at the end of the shift or the day on the actual performance achieved versus scheduled or planned work along with the reasons for incompletion or remarks. The left out jobs will be carried forward to the next shift or next day. Then scheduling procedure for preventive maintenance. So, now we have learned about the scheduling procedure for the breakdown maintenance. Now, we will learn about the for preventive maintenance, scheduling procedure for preventive maintenance. As we know that the preventive maintenance is adapted in numerous ways in the industries, of which the most common in use are planned maintenance, scheduled maintenance or maintenance prevention, etc. The scheduling depends on the preventive maintenance policy adopted by the organization or the company. The importance goes to the uninterrupted production in schedules maintenance, while the priority rule is based on the frequency of failures or rate of failures, mean time between failures in planned maintenance and the age life of the equipment in maintenance prevention, etc. The general guidelines for scheduling procedure of preventive maintenance are as under. A suitable preventive maintenance policy is laid down depending upon the requirements and availability of the organization or the people. Understand the priority rule that predominates in the preventive maintenance policy adopted. List out all the machines and identify the machines those require regular or preventive maintenance. Determine frequency of preventive maintenance on each machine. Design the duration of preventive maintenance in terms of inspection, small repairs, major overhauls and complete overhauls, or weekly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly and yearly, etc. So, design the duration of preventive maintenance. So, one has to design the preventive maintenance process on these are operations like inspection, smaller repair, major repair and complete overhaul. So, and that is it will be done by weekly or monthly or quarterly or half yearly or yearly. So, that should be designed first, then it should be implemented. The preventive maintenance should be implemented. So, allocate this ISMC or WMHY or any other suitable set to various days in the maintenance horizon, the period for which the maintenance policy is observed, such that jobs are distributed evenly and uniformly. Correlate with the production schedules and remove the overlaps if any. So, it has to be correlated with the production schedules. Maintenance schedule and production schedule should be correlated to avoid the overlaps if any, and reschedule by using step 6. So, again the rescheduling of the machine, once it is completed, then again reschedule according to the requirement. Then comes to check sheets. What are the check sheets? Every machine has got its checkpoints where the maintenance personnel have to concentrate. These points are to usually given by the original equipment efficiency or may be suitably selected. A thorough study is to be made before laying down the norms for checking these points. The required check sheets for such checking and inspection or overhauls is to be written in a suitable format for each machine. So, each machine should have a check sheets, so that we can find out the information about the machine failure or machine timings. For example, a lathe machine has got various points like lubrication points, cleaning points, performance check parameters, etc. These are to be listed out. A report is to be written after the preventive maintenance is done and is to be filed. So, the check sheets are very much important. So, what are the preventive maintenance activities to be carried out for a particular machine? If it is a lathe machine or milling machine, what type of lubrication is required, when the lubrication has to be carried out, and then cleaning points, performance check parameters, etc. can be written on that check sheet, so that accordingly the preventive maintenance can be carried out. Scheduling formats. A suitable format may be designed so as to accommodate all the machines and their preventive maintenance schedules. These are to be prepared at the beginning of the year for a certain period, usually 1 year, called preventive maintenance horizon, and these schedules are to be strictly adhered. So, scheduling formats has to be prepared, which has to be followed. The format has to be approved by the top management. The schedules formats are to be approved by the top management, and the copies of the approved schedule formats are to be sent to each production department and to all the person concerned, so as to keep those machines available and to make necessary arrangements for plant engineering department in those schedules. So, because of the developing these schedule formats, what's happened, according to the schedules, the production people has to provide that machines for the preventive maintenance purpose. So, on that time it has to be available. If suppose it is having the load for production, even though they have to spare that machine for the preventive maintenance purpose. So, that is the use of a scheduling formats and check sheets. The results are to be recorded after every preventive maintenance activity. The schedule format duly approved by the top management is reframed in a larger size and is treated as maintenance master schedule. So, once it is filled up that format, then it is called as a maintenance master schedule. For the horizon, the MMS is regarded as regulatory and reference document. Any deviation or discrepancy reported could be solved by using this MMS only. So, this maintenance master schedule will be utilized further also. After completion of each preventive activity, the respective cell in MMS is marked or filled with a green color. If any major problem is noticed during preventive maintenance, it will be filled up with a red color. One may choose different colors for indication of such information about various problems which occur during preventive maintenance activity. The design time and the actual time may also be indicated. For further analysis and as guidelines for the preparation of MMS of the next year, it will be utilized. Summary: the need for the scheduling the maintenance is stressed in this unit. The basic procedure for scheduling starts with the sequencing of jobs and then assigning them to the available manpower and materials. A few numerical problems are also solved on sequencing and assignment of maintenance jobs. The scheduling procedure for breakdown maintenance and preventive maintenance are given. These procedures, however, may change slightly depending upon the type of organization and their requirements and availability of resources. At the end of scheduling, formats of product industry are also included so that the user of this book may have guidelines for preparing the master schedules to suit their organization. So, the learners, the conclusion, the learners, after listening to this video lecture, you should be able to know the scheduling procedure for breakdown maintenance, scheduling procedure for preventive maintenance, and to know the importance of check sheets and scheduling formats and its usage and its importance in the maintenance schedules. With this, I conclude this video, and in the next videos we can solve some problems on sequencing and scheduling of maintenance methods. Thank you.